From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome back to another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV, brought to you by my good friends at TruckCrashLaw.com and The Carpet Man. Of course, we're at Tommy Mac's. We're at my bar talking business, talking construction, and talking technology. Once again, let's welcome in the panel. Stephen Knuth is here from Quality Discount Roofing and Construction. How you doing, Stephen?
Doing well. How are you?
You brought your partner here, Jimmy Soderlund.
Yes,
Soderlund?
yes.
All right, Jimmy, how are you, my man?
I'm doing well, thank
So
you.
how long you guys been in business together? How long has Quality Discount been going for?
We've been in business for 10 years.
All right.
Actually, 13 years. We opened up in 2010.
Okay. And you've been in the construction business for quite a while, you were saying, Jimmy.
Since
correct?
2006.
Okay.
Yes.
How'd you get into that?
I was the a DirecTV
Okay.
consumer electronics guy for a long time.
Okay.
And then Rupert Murdoch bought DirecTV. I was a big DirecTV dealer and put the big guys out of business. They didn't need us. So hurricanes hit, 2 or 3 hurricanes hit Florida.
Yep. There you go. Absolutely. Much needed, no doubt about it. So roofing and overall construction, or you focused mostly on roofing?
Roofing and exteriors.
Okay. And
Roofing
exteriors.
exteriors,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You enjoy doing that, I would
Sure,
imagine.
yeah,
Gives you
yeah.
purpose in life.
Sure. Yeah.
Fix somebody's
yeah,
roof
they're
that's
happy.
leaking.
People are happy when they get a new roof and a
Yeah.
new exterior. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There used to, I remember when people would come to your door and be like, hey, for $1,000 you can get a new roof.
Yeah.
Does that still happen today?
It happens a lot, and
It does.
it really gives us a bad name.
Yeah.
really. And we advertise a lot. We're on the internet through different magazines and the newspaper.
Sure.
And we don't go out to anybody's house unless we're invited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I think the
Very
biggest
good.
power is word of mouth, right?
Pardon
You
me?
know, I think the biggest power of,
Oh,
of
yes.
word of mouth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
For
being
sure.
able to
Just have a good
do a good
reputation.
Sure,
to be a
sure,
good service
sure,
and
sure.
Right.
have that followed up by recommendation. You can't beat that.
The Bolt City Best newspaper, they have a contest every year.
Yep.
They've been doing it for
Probably 8 years. We've won it 5 out of the last 7.
Oh, no
we were a
kidding. All right.
finalist again this year, best
Okay.
roofer, and we won best roofer 5 out of 7, best home remodeler last year.
All right.
Finalist
That's
again
very
this year.
cool.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So how does the business work where you can offer discounted, work? How do you pull that off?
Well, we do a lot of volume.
Okay.
And
So you get good deals from the
we
vendors,
get
and
good
then you
deals
can
from the
offer-
vendors, and we try to extend that out to our customers.
Right. Right. So not being a hog, being a pig. Right.
Right.
Which is good because hogs get slaughtered, pigs
Right,
get
right,
fed, or something like that, right? It's
Yeah,
good.
right.
I meant that in a positive way.
Without a doubt, we
Yeah.
want to make a fair wage.
Yep.
To pay all
Of
our
course.
people, and,
Right.
and we have benefits for all our employees, and
Yeah,
so
cool.
So they love it.
So because of the volume you do, you can offer better
Yes,
pricing.
yes.
With great quality.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Quality discount roofing and construction.
Yeah. That's what I That's why I asked. Right?
values in
It's
the
right
name.
there.
The fun fact of it is I was a customer of Jimmy's
Oh, okay.
probably 8 years ago.
Right.
And after a hurricane, company did the roof, we had conversations. I had a technology background and sales background. And so I transitioned to the construction industry when the company I was working for, they got bought out and dissolved all the local offices.
Okay.
So there was an opportunity to jump, which I did. Bringing that background to Jimmy's business background, construction background,
Yeah.
I've now been there 5.5 years. So we've been able to cultivate the technology and the business acumen together all in one place. But what has made it unique, one thing I brought with me today in 2020, we won this award, which was the top performer, which is only given to one roofing contractor with Owens Corning in the state of Florida.
Okay.
And then this
Oh,
year,
wow. Cheers to that.
about 3 weeks ago, we won the Owens Corning Innovator of the Year award.
Okay.
And so there was a very limited award that they give out to very few. It's a much heavier award than this other one. Obviously, it's Pinnacle. It's what they give out at the end of the award ceremony. Went up on stage with the president of Owens Corning and also the national sales director. And we were celebrated in the technology that we've brought. So that's what's made us unique, and that's been. I started out in construction, not as a construction guy like Jimmy was.
Right,
I was
right.
a sales and technology guy. So
Right.
bringing in unique ways to speak to our customers, to make our employees and sales teams' lives easier, but also by making their lives easier, our customers enjoy the process too. So we've partnered with companies such as Leap Technologies to create an in-home full immersive iPad experience for our customers. We're using Podium, which we have an immersive every step of the way communication process with our customers. Has now been text messaging is huge for businesses to innovate, and that's what we've done with that. And then a lot of businesses, when I was training, I was in front of a whiteboard teaching like a college professor, and my voice be gone at the end of the day. So instead, I said, let's take the training process, and I made it an online immersive. So employees join the company, they go through a full online process. At the end of it, they get spit out and they're ready to roll. But now the technology we're using is partnering with ChatGPT in a couple different ways, and so now that's even making the customer texting communication process even more automated, which is speeding up the way we communicate and immersing us. So Owens Corning is an amazing partner. We're on a short list of contractors in the United States, which is the platinum Owens Corning status. And with James Hardy, we're elite preferred, and this award is selected from 3 winners nationwide. We're the only ones on the East Coast that won. Then there was Midwest and West that got that award of the short list of those contractors. And thankful that Owens Corning celebrated us for the use of technology in our business.
That's awesome, fellas. Congratulations. All this technology, you getting hot and bothered with all this technology?
Shouldn't have worn a jacket.
Chad,
you need a polo and a hat. No, but it's great. It's not wrong, right? The conversation here is catered around innovation, right? So I went the opposite route. I went from the construction world. I was working for a remodeling agency in Ponte Vedra, remodeling homes, and ended up in technology and what I do. But the innovation that has come out, at that time, that's when we had one of our building suppliers was using drones to manage our building supply on sites, to where instead of having the rep come around every day, he would look down and say, all right, it's time for the next pallet of 2x4s or whatever it may be, to even what these guys do on roofs. It's such a dangerous thing to do and deal with. So there's so much technology out there, even at that level, that's made it safer.
We use satellite technology to measure roofs.
So, it's gotten to that point where it's gotten safe, and trust me, I've seen some of these roofing dudes on 9-12 pitches that are just backflipping off of hitch to hitch to hitch to hitch, and it's like, knock it off.
You ever fall off a roof, Jimmy?
I fell off a ladder stepping up on a roof. And
That's a long fall.
Yeah, it was about a 12-foot fall, and I just happened to be able to grab onto the gutter, and with my cat on my feet and fell backwards a little bit.
It's like Clark and
I thought it was the old days.
I think it's beautiful and he already mentioned it. It's the new immersive technology that's coming out that's emerging is AI. Right, and that conversation is going to keep getting better and better and better. And I know it's a very scary thing. You hear a lot of people you talk about the replacement of this and the replacement of that, but it's been the evolution of business since ever.
But what Jimmy's saying, like measuring the roof, like now you don't have to send somebody up there to measure, right? You can do it through satellite. That's safety, right? You're working on the safety.
Significantly safer. We can still go up there to inspect the roof, somewhat. We don't have to with drones sometimes too. So we use the satellite technology to measure the roof and give us a pitch of the roof, and then we also have drones. Some of our guys have drones to go out there and to inspect the roof.
That's cool. John, what do you have to say, my man? You got a last word in on this one?
I'm kind of speechless because I'm hearing all this. This is pretty impressive what you're doing. I'm looking at the awards and kind of want my own, but I'm not doing what you're doing. But that's pretty impressive. I did a little with roofing. I was a canvasser with a particular company, and I'm just curious as far as, do you have certain protocols you follow as far as to ensure quality? What differentiates you from your competitors? Obviously, you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's a great question. And we have a crew leader, and they are a crew leader, and they're supposed to be doing some of that. But we also have in the construction, we have the construction, and we have the roofing, and we have managers that go out and look and follow up behind them. And they're there 3 or 4 times if we do a roof, for example, 3 or 4 times every time they knock on the door, introduce themselves to the customer, and let them know what they're doing. We're cleaning up, making sure that these guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing, making the customer feel warm and fuzzy.
For sure.
And I want them to know that we're doing that. So they feel better about it.
And especially with what y'all do, it's an unsure feeling, right? You're taking the top off of my house.
Right.
So that's awesome.
Well, it's something that ties into what he had said, if I can just share for a moment, is that our customers, every business's customers, are all using Amazon. They're all using phones. They're getting automated messages from businesses and doctors and dentists and et cetera. And so we've noticed that in our field, in that you don't normally get that from contractors. And if you're going out to the dentist, you're going to having a Tesla that's self-driving you, then people are getting used to that. They're going to want that from every business they interact with and work with on a daily basis. And so that's why I think businesses need, businesses need to embrace ChatGPT and other technology.
And one last thing, that's unusual in our industry and what we do. With the customer service side and the communications and touching the customer as often as we do.
Great. Well, keep up the great work, man, and congrats on all the success and all the awards. All right, thanks for being here, fellas.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. Hey, if you like these kind of conversations, you can see a ton more at iwannabuzz.com. So until next time, you all stay safe out there and be cool. We'll check you out next time right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.